The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the ladder when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. On the visitor sideline, Pete Carroll, the coach of the Raiders. His guys flew across the country for this one. Always tough to play in the early slate of games when making that trek. His counterpart on the Eagles sideline, Nick Sirianni. His guys, champions of their division, know they'll be hosting at least one playoff game in the near future. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
As I remember back in 2013 when he was drafted out of West Virginia, he was coming off of back-to-back 4,000-yard seasons for the Mountaineers. Hadn't seen as much game time in recent years, but at one point, a capable starter in the NFL.
Calling officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Throwing now is Geno. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down. Out of the gun, Smith. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
Incomplete. 3 plays and out.
Cole now on to punt, and he sends this one away. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And the Eagles will have it taking over first and 10. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he gets this up past the 30. Another good carry there for the NFL's second leading rusher. And we've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him.
Well, I'm just going to tell you point blank. It doesn't matter whether he's first or second or even third in the league in rushing yardage. That's not the main deal. It's how he gets those yards and the impact he has on his backfield.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's good.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Hey, let's go. Trim it.
Up the middle of Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up. The numbers for him from a week ago. Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Complete. Smith has it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 38-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. The Eagles at 11-2 now, and they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A good pickup there at 22.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Great, set.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Play action. Here's Hurts. This will be caught at about the 6. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. It's safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down.
Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Throwing is Hurts. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Eagles take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'm trying to do better here. They'll go again with Genty. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up the first down. Keep the sticks moving.
A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there in a later first.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On first down, it's Genty. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A shotgun snap for Smith. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. You look at this Eagle defense. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
So prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
You want to see a defensive coordinator get upset and throw his headset? This is the kind of play that'll do it. You force 3rd and long. This is almost sort of a give-up play. You're just hoping to get something positive, and it winds up breaking big, and they convert on 3rd down.
Gino now to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off because right now it's out there for them. They just got to go seize it.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
At the 26-yard line.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Here's Hurts to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Great.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'll have to keep carrying it, thank you.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Out left to Dotson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 34-yard line.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for another Eagles. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Barkley inside handoff. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Running again with Barkley on second down. Down right around the 25.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Hurts sets up to throw it. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles first.
For an Eagles. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Dallas Goddard, his second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bulling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So that drive spans 13 plays. And the drive was all finished off on a touchdown catch by Dallas Goedert. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Right back to Genty on first down. 50 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Here's Smith. That's to Bunch over the middle. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. The end result, 21 yards.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Now Gino. And he's got it. Touchdown. Jacoby Myers, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Raiders have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And able to get this out to the 25. The Eagles offense and running back Saquon Barkley ready to get going again. And as we check out the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns coming into the weekend, see a familiar name there near the top of the leaderboard, currently second in that category. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both in. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football, because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Throw right side, looked in here by Besh. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
And maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized this offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here, and they get good yardage that time and a first down.
That's caught left side, Myers with it. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
It's Myers again with another catch. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Nolan Smith. It's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Carlson able to put this one through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 4. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the first down. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 39-yard line. Hurts going to give this to Shipley. Down at the 35. It'll be second down.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 35 on second down, Hurts. He's got Smith here. And Devontae going to pick up the Eagles' first down as the tackle is made at the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll look to throw now on first down. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
A first look now for Darrington Evans. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Jeremy Chin there defensively.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Hurts. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And 3rd and 1 now. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
First down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Trimmer, like a hornet. Alpha.
He'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Second and goal from the 1.
63. Great. Set.
Back to throw here. Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. His great season throwing the ball continues. That last touchdown pass, number 40 for him on the year. Elliott now to add the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. So that was a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was finished off by a touchdown from Devontae Smith. Now after for the touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Raider offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. That one complete to Trey Tucker. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
On the play. And the Las Vegas first down.
Throwing is Smith. Open man is Myers. And he's taken down inside the 30. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Back to throw, Smith. Short throw to the tight end, Thomas. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
2nd and 9 at the 27-yard line. Daniel Carlson for the Raider field goal.
So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State. And Scott, all right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts ready to take over once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Once again, it's Shipley. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Now back to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got him in. It's Brown. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They're really locked in on offense.
And pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play. 2nd down coming up. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Complete. Smith has it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 22-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Go,
At the 22-yard line.
A run on first down with Shipley. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the 13-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Evans out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Hurts. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Throwing is Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Looking to put a drive together. Here's Smith. Pass complete right side to Bowers. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
Throwing now is Gino. And he's got his man in stride, complete. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Gino now to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Genty. And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. Here's A.J. Cole now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And the numbers will show he's been one of the most productive QBs in the league all season long, right up there among the leaders in passing yardage. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, they've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Straight ahead, Shipley. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 45 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Eagles, first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now Shipley again. He'll get it up near midfield at a 49 before being taken down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
This short throw caught by Goddard to give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and he passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Well, they were 2 for 3 on 4th down tries. Now they're unsuccessful. That brings them down to 50%.
But that's a percentage you have to feel pretty good about. You know, 2 for 4, 2 for 3 before that. They finally get stopped again. That's okay. That's the type of team that will keep pressing. In this situation, they'll continue to go for it.
Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Gino going to hand it to Genty. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, it's exactly what you're looking for.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now it's Smith. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Myers. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 25-yard line. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Smith. Short throw caught by Bowers. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that will bring up 2nd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man and try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Yeah, absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Smith now to throw. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Jordan Davis. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs.
None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
The kick by Carlson is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. A short one there, caught by Granson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6. The 29-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
Eagles. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
To the right side goes Shipley.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw. That's complete to Shipley.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10.
They'll give it to Shipley.
Down to about the 22 here.
59 yards rushing for him now to this point.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is second and less than a yard.
Hey, let's go. Trimmer.
Evans running straight ahead.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
This has been a tremendous drive to this point, and this is all you want, playing with a lead in the fourth quarter. If you can keep the ball on the ground, keep the sticks moving, you're going to be in good shape to finish this one off.
They'll go right back to Evans here on first down.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Darrington Evans, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Eagles are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the first and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown run from Darrington Evans. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf, dude. That's bottom shelf material. The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. But now he appears to be in some pain. Out of the gun, Smith. Short throw caught by Bowers. From the 43, here's 2nd down and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 43-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Lowby. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
34-yard line. A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Raiders.
Again, it's Lowby. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Adoree Jackson on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now Gino. That's caught by Myers. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Smith. He'll be hit and taken down at the 20 line. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Smith's going to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Eagles will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, the field goal is probably not going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the 31-yard line.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. 3rd down and 13. They're going to look to throw. short throw caught by Goddard. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Great.
And we'll see if the defense wants to stop it as they take the knee.
Trimmer.
Hurts down to one knee, and that should just about do it.
180.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles, and it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them in just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for Philadelphia, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on Washington. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans.